Thanks Keeps for sponsoring this video. For today's cook, I'm going to show you how you can use Mongolian beef sauce in many different ways. One of them, it's going to be really cheap and affordable. The second one, a little bit more expensive but traditional. And the very last one, we're going to go all out and make something that is unforgettable. Because this is the Mongolian beef experiments. Let's do it. And in order to make Mongolian beef, the first thing we need is the sauce. And to make it, it's super simple. Let me show you. Into a bowl, I combine a little bit of soy sauce, followed by beef broth, hoisin sauce, a good amount of brown sugar. Then I finish it off with sesame oil. Mix everything well so the sugars can dissolve and combine. In the end, you should be left with this. Now into a non-stick pan, add a little bit of oil, followed by garlic, shallots, ginger paste, and mix everything together and let it cook under medium-low heat. You definitely want to cook the garlic a little bit. As soon as it starts getting a little brown like this, it's time to add in that mix we just made. Raise up the heat and mix everything together. You want to let this simmer so that it can reduce to half. Going nice and slow is the way to go. To thicken up the sauce a little bit, you can always add cornstarch slurry. That's just a mixture of water and cornstarch. As soon as you do this, bring everything back to a boil and the sauce will start thickening up on you. If you want it thicker, let it reduce a little bit more, because once you are happy with the consistency, your sauce is done. And this thing is phenomenal. It's one of those sauces that makes almost everything tastes better. Now let me show you several different ways to use it. The first one is going to be in these incredible meatballs. And here's how to make them. Into a bowl, I combine ground beef together with grated onions, minced garlic, a good amount of chives, 2 eggs, breadcrumbs. I finished it off with salt and freshly ground black pepper. Mix everything well and that's it. Your mix is ready. Now this next step is not necessary, but I highly recommend. I'll be using pepper jack cheese, but you can use any cheese you like. The first thing to do is to cut it in small cubes. Do not make them too large. If not, your meatballs are going to be humongous. Now the next step is pretty simple. Get a little bit of the meatball mix, spread it on your hand, add 1 piece of cheese, and close everything up. Make sure to roll it in your hands and ensure that every single edge is perfectly covered. And I highly recommend setting them on a cooling rack. Remember, there's a lot of fat in here and also the cheese. We don't want the meatballs to sit in its own juices, because the next step is to put it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. As you can see, it does not matter what you do, a little bit of the cheese will definitely ooze out. But trust me, there's still going to be a good amount inside. As once I was done, this is what they look like. It is perfectly cooked. Now remember, we still have that sauce. And for that, you just gotta baste it. As in the end, you are left with this. Mongolian beef meatballs. These things are addicting. And if you've never had them, you should. Trust me, you will thank me later. They are delicious. Now jumping on to our next preparation. We're talking about a more traditional version of Mongolian beef. Now to make it, you can use any steak you like. I chose this beautiful New York strip. Take a look. It is not prime grade, it is choice. At the same time, it is 1.5 inches thick and a nice, beautiful steak. Now the first thing to do is to cut everything in small strips. A slicer knife does quick work of this. In the end, check it out. This is what I was left with. Now unlike any other traditional steak, you do not want to season this. You just want to throw it in a bowl and add some cornstarch. Just make sure every single edge of the steak is perfectly covered with it. As now you want to let it sit in your refrigerator for at least 1 hour, because once the time is up, it's time to fry them. So for that, I added a good amount of Wagyu fat into the pan. Then I immediately started putting one steak at a time. Notice that my heat is also very high. We want to get a crust as fast as possible, and I'm basically controlling the heat of the oil by adding and removing more steak. In the end, you should be left with perfectly golden brown steak bits just like this. Now into a new pan, I threw all of them in and added the sauce. Remember, everything is already fully cooked. You just want to warm everything up, sauce that steak real good, because that is pretty much it. Now to serve it, I highly recommend using rice, as now in the end you are left with this, the perfect Mongolian beef. Now you must be wondering, how good is it? Well, you're gonna find out real shortly, because we have one final preparation, and that is going to be these 2 beautiful Australian Wagyu steaks. Now here's a quick quiz. What kind of steaks are these? If you say both of them are T-bones, you are mistaken. There's only one huge difference between these steaks: the size of the filet mignon. If the filet mignon is really large like this one, it's called a porterhouse. If it's smaller, then it's a T-bone. Since we have 2 steaks, we're gonna do 2 things with it. The first one is to get them seasoned. For that, I only use salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. And yes, I did season both sides. One of them I'm gonna be cooking it rare. The other one, I'll be cooking it medium rare. I wanna see which temperature the guys like better, and most importantly, if it is worth putting Mongolian sauce on these beautiful beautiful steaks? We're gonna be finding out that real shortly, because the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. So now I say it is enough talking and it is time to get outside and grill. So let's do it.
Does that look good or what? You tell me, and before we try it, I want to thank today's sponsor, Keeps. 2 out of 3 guys will experience hair loss by the time they're 35. But that does not have to happen to you. Keeps helps you keep your hair. Keeps offer clinically proven, research-backed treatment to stop hair loss and improve hair loss. Get quality expert care without ever visiting a doctor's office. Treatment plans are doctor recommended and delivered straight to your door at about half the cost of traditional pharmacy. Keeps physician will help you select the right products and treatments for your specific hair condition and hair goals. They will establish a routine that works for you, whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you have. Keeps got you covered. And they have a network of expert medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists that will give you 24/7 care and support. You can connect with your prescribing doctor anytime. Check it out. They also have an award-winning all-natural thickening shampoo and conditioner system. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% of your first order, go to keeps.com/GugaFoods or just click the link on the description. That's KEEPS.com/GugaFoods. Thanks Keeps for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steaks. Are you guys hungry?
Oh, I am.
We got our beautiful steaks and rice and sauce and meatballs and all this crazy stuff.
Even the side dish is meat today.
We're only missing spaghetti.
Why?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
No, that was a terrible comment. This has nothing to do with the
What do you
spaghetti.
mean? This is a meatball.
Roasted,
spaghetti and
Angel.
meat.
Today is all about Mongolian beef. Okay, so this is the traditional version, and then here I just went extreme, very high quality steak. I cooked one rare and then one medium rare. I also want to know which one you guys like better because it's a very high grade Wagyu. Yeah, and then we will jump into the side dish. All right, let's go. A little bit for you, Angel, with green stuff. Yeah, I know you enjoy that quite a bit.
Unfortunate.
Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. That is good.
I love Mongolian beef. Absolutely love it.
So much flavor.
That's why you don't have to use a high-grade steak in order to cook this. And most restaurants, they don't.
I think it's a little bit more subtle than teriyaki or something like that, but it's
Yeah.
still very flavorful. It's not an initial burst of flavor, but once your tongue starts registering all those flavors, it's just really nice.
Damn, bro, what happened?
I only had 3.
Did you guys notice how it's crunchy? Because it's fried?
It's more of a thicker consistency than just like a steak like this. There's more chew.
Yeah, there's more too because it's that crunchiness. So that is the traditional one. That's what we're going to compare it to, okay? And
Yeah.
before we jump into these beautiful steaks, how about we try this?
Little meatball?
Little
Let's do
meatball. Now, this is not a regular meatball. Give me your honest opinion on these meatballs. Are you guys ready? The side dish, everybody. Meatballs. Cheers.
Oh man.
That's incredible.
It has cheese in the middle.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
That's
And
good.
it's a little spicy.
It's
Yeah.
not spicy.
You don't feel it? It has a little hint.
It has the flavors of things that could be spicy.
No, it's spicy. Trust
But
me.
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, because-
trust me.
After the one chip challenge, me and Angel have ascended into another plane of spiciness.
Our tongues just got burned.
If you guys have not seen that video, you definitely want to check it out in the description down below later on.
But back to that meatball, it tastes really good. I like the cheese in it. I like the texture. I like the flavors. It's really nice.
I would say this meatball is almost better than this one here for me.
I like the meatball a lot. It's so light. I feel like I could eat 10 of them.
It's true. It's kind of light, like Leo says. But I think that one just had more
This
flavor.
one? Now I say enough talking, let's
do
give it
it.
a go, yeah?
Let's do it.
You guys pick what you want. We got rare and we got medium rare. Andrew, your pick first.
Medium rare.
I'll go rare because I wanted rare this one.
I thought we were all gonna stay this way.
No, I like a rare, everybody. My
man.
filet mignon gotta be rare. First, without the sauce, and then I wanna know if it's worth putting the sauce or not. Sounds like a plan? All right, let's go for it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That's so fire.
Incredible.
That one just hit the right spot for me. Oh,
Ridiculously tender.
Scrumptious. I'll put it
try
like
that one now. Try that one if you think that one was good.
Angel.
Try that one and let me know.
Cheers.
Tell me.
Oh,
I
wow.
like that too. That's good too.
Wow. I think I like that one better.
Oh, heck yeah, I like that one better. That's why I like to cook it rare, everybody.
My preference goes to medium rare.
Medium rare. How about you, Leo?
I actually think I like the rare more
Yeah.
than the medium rare.
Okay, well,
Which is surprising to me because I always go medium rare.
that's why you never judge what somebody likes. Everybody likes what they like, except if they are well done, then you just don't talk to them ever again.
Then you gotta unfriend, block on Facebook, all that stuff.
Exactly that. Now that we know what it tastes like naked without any sauce, let's go with the
Naked.
sauce. Yeah? All right, well, we're going to find out right now if it's good or bad. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That's good. That's real good.
I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm speechless.
Yeah, this one is, yeah.
Everyone went like this. Dang. And that just means it was good, right?
This is phenomenal. So tender, so juicy. And then that sauce adds such a blast of flavor. Incredible.
Sauce, 10 out of
I
10.
agree.
We'll highly recommend, everybody. So it does improve even a high expensive steak. Imagine what's going to do to a cheap steak.
No.
Use the Mongolian sauce.
Now I will say though.
Yeah.
I don't think you need a high grade steak.
No, you definitely don't, but it gives a wonderful experience. That's why
Yeah.
if you're gonna serve it with a high-grade steak, sauce on the side. Anyway, hey guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. The best side dish in the planet. Meat with more meat. Welcome to Guga Foods.
You get a meat appetizer, you get a meat side dish,
You got
and
a-
then you get a meat entree, and if they're all coming from a cow, then you did it right.
Yeah, exactly right. Do it like that. You won't regret it. See you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace out, guys.